Hello students, viewers and subscribers. Here is another problem on indeterminate beams solved by moment distribution method. This problem was also solved using the preceding methods, least work, double integration or superposition method or the force method. We'll just verify that the answers moment at B and moment at C are the same by this approach, the moment distribution method. So here is the problem. Analyze the beam shown by moment distribution method. So first step is to compute for the stiffness of each segment of the beam. For AB, because the far end is expected to have zero moment or the far end is pinned, we have to modify the stiffness into by multiplying this factor 3/4. So 3/4 of I over L, 3/4 of 1 over 6, it is 1/8. BC is an interior span. We expect moments at B and C. So its stiffness is not modified. It is just I over L, so 1 over 4. CD is also an interior span, but we have to, this is my technique also, because I can cut this portion CD and I imagine that this is the roller end and I just transmit 15 kilonewtons here as well as the moment, which is 15 times 1 as shown. So which is clockwise, counterclockwise for D to something, but clockwise for DC. So I now imagine that D is the final end ruler support. Then I just apply 15 kilonewtons and this moment here 15 kilonewton meter. So therefore, we have to modify, this is my technique. Other authors, I think, uh, have their own techniques, but this is my technique to shorten the tabulation. So again, this is the roller end. Then it is modified into 3/4 times 1 over L, 1 over 5. So the stiffness of this member is 3 over 20. So this is now the tabulation, the distribution factor of A by experience, because there's only one member attached to that and it's free to rotate, is -1. And I hope that you know the reason already why the distribution factors here are changed sign to negative. And that reason is so that when you distribute the unbalanced moments, you don't need to change the sign. So that's the purpose. So that automatic, after you distribute the moments, whatever the resulting sign, you just carry the signs. Then the distribution factor for BA is 1 over 8 divided by 1 over 8 plus 1/4. Remember definition of distribution factor, stiffness of the member divided by sum of stiffnesses attached to that joint. And change it to negative, just like this. So -1/3, therefore, for BC, it's -2/3. Remember that the sum of this distribution factor should be equal to 1. And that's the technique. Then distribution factor for CB is 1/4 divided by 1/4 plus 3 over 20. Make it negative, -5 over 8. For CD, so it is -3/8. For D, because this is the end, so the distribution factor is -1. Fixed moment AB, I'm not computing it only for CD due to the couple because there's a formula for that. There's a formula also for uniform load, but it is required that you must be able to recall the formula for fixed moment due to this uniform load. And that is negative W L square over 12, -20, 6 square over 12, so -60. By symmetry, because at B it is the positive of the fixed moment at the left, so it is positive 60. For BC, it is also symmetric. The fixed moment at B is -30 times 2 square over 4 square, so negative 15. So that's why at C, fixed moment CB is positive 15. Then for fixed moment CD, we just use the formula MB over L square over MB over L square quantity 2L minus 3B, where M is positive 75 if it is clockwise in the as a load, times B is the distance of this load from the right end, which is 2, that's B, divided by length square, so 5 square, quantity 2L, 2 times 5 minus 3B, and it is positive 24, so put it here. Then fixed moment DC is MA over L square, quantity 2L minus 3A. M, 75A, distance of the load, couple load from C, so 3 over L square, 5 square, quantity 2 times L minus 3 times 3. And that is positive 9. Put it here. So moment DE, if there is E here, is negative 15. So I put it there. The next row is we have to distribute the unbalanced moments. So negative 60 times negative 1 is positive 60. Then we have to lock this finally because the expected moment at A is 0 and that is already 0. So lock it finally. No more moments to be carried over on this column. Just this first step here later. So next in this joint, the unbalanced moment is quantity 60 plus negative 15 or 60 minus 15, which is 45. 45 times negative 1/3 is negative 15. 45 times negative 2/3 is negative 30. So put the values there. Here, the unbalanced moment is 15 plus 24 times negative 5/8. So negative 24.375. Then change 5 by 3. It is negative 14.625. Then here, the unbalanced moment 9 minus 15 is negative 6 times negative 1 is 6. So put the value here. So this is 6 and this is locked finally because we know that the final moment in DE is negative 15 and it is also the final moment in DC which is positive 15. That's why you have to lock it finally that way. Next row is carryover. So as I said, half of negative 15 should not be thrown here anymore, carried over here because this is locked finally, so meaning to say final moment is 0. Only half of 60 should be thrown on the other end, and that's now 30. Half of negative 30, negative 15 here. Half of negative 24.75 is negative 12.188. Put it there. Then half of negative 14.625 should not be thrown here anymore because this is locked finally. Only half of 6 should be thrown here, which is 3. So after that, the next step is we have to distribute. These are the new unbalanced moments. At joint B, 30 minus 12.188 times negative 1/3 is negative 5.937. Then replace 1 by 2, it is negative 11.875. Here, the unbalanced moment, negative 15 plus 3, which is negative 12, times negative 5/8, so 7.5. Replace 5 by 3, so it is 4.5. So next is carryover. So none here because no more moments here. Then half of 7.5, 3.75. Half of negative 11.875, negative 5.938. No more here. And it's the same as here. No more moment should be thrown here. And we cannot throw moment also from here. So next is distribute. 3.75 times negative 1/3 is negative 1.25 times 3.75 times negative 2/3, negative 2.5. So here, negative 5.938 times negative 5/8 is 3.711. Then replace 5 by 3 or negative 5.938 times negative 3/8 is 2.227. Carry over next, so none. Half of 3.711, 1.856. Half of negative 2.5, negative 1.25, and none here. Then distribute 1.856 times negative 1/3, negative 0.6187. Then here 1.56 times negative 2/3, negative 1.237. Negative 1.25 times negative 5/8, negative positive 0.7812, negative 1.25 times negative 3/8, so we have 0.4688. Carry over next, none. Half of 0.7812 is 0.3906. Half of negative 1.237 is negative 0.6185, and no value here. So 0.3906 times negative 1/3, that's the value. 0.3906 times negative 2/3, that's the value. Negative 0.6185 times negative 5/8, 0.3866, then times negative 3/8, 0.2319. Carry over next, none. Half of 0.3866, 0.1933, half of negative 0.2604, negative 0.1302. 0.1933 times negative 1/3, distribute negative 0.06443. 0.1933 times negative 2/3, negative 0.1289. Negative 0.1302 times negative 5/8, that's the value. Then negative 0.1302 times negative 3/8, that's the value. Carry over next, so none. Half of 0.08138, that's the value. Half of negative 0.1289, that's the value there. Then distribute this moment, 0.0469 times negative 1/3, that's the value. Then 0.04069 times negative 2/3, negative 0.02713. Negative 0.06445 times negative 5/8, 0.04028, and negative 0.06445 times negative 38, 0.02417. So we end here. Remember, the ruling is you end up at distribute level or row when the final moment or the absolute value of the unbalanced moment is less than equal to zero point 0.1. Actually, these are already less than equal to zero point 0.1, but because this is still in the carryover level, the ruling is we have to end up at distribute level. But before that, the values were more than 1. That's why we did not stop here at this level because it was 0.1933 and negative 0.1302. So all values should be less than equal to absolute value of the unbalanced moment, and we should end at the distribute row. So adding the values here, so that's why final moment at A is 0 in kilonewton meter. These are in kilonewton meter. Then we add the column values here, 66.986. In this column here, they should be equal numerically. Negative 66.986. So it's very close to that answer. The reason why they are not exactly the same is because this method is approximate method. If you continue, add more columns or rows rather, let us say you add 3 rows or 6 rows, then definitely you will arrive at the same or almost the same answers. So adding this column, we have negative 19.876, but this is the moment at C. This is also the moment at B, negative 66.986. So adding these column values, we have 19.876 as the final moment in C or moment CD. Then 9 plus 6 is 15, negative 15, okay, you just bring it down, negative 15. So that's it for this video. I hope that you were able to follow the explanations and the solution. Keep on practicing and you can master moment distribution method.